I think there was quite a start. We had the political view, like the foundation of a state is seeing the developments in the fintech industry, in the financial sector. We had a serial entrepreneur who comes from perhaps a different direction, e-commerce, which is in the end also a little bit of fintech. So what we're talking about in the next few hours is, and in the next panel and the next speaker who will be up on stage, is the evolution of financial industry. And when it comes to evolution, there are always things breaking up, there are always things changing, change hurts, but change is also good. So when it comes to customer experience, we'll have one person on stage right now whose company is dealing with social trading. So basically, I'd like to welcome Raza Perez from Ayondo on stage. Thank you very much.
How do I change the slides? Okay. Good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. I would like to thank Kim for your introduction, the organizers of the Eurofinance Tech Conference for their invitation, and all of you for sharing your time with me and the rest of the speakers in this morning session on the evolution of financial industry. I'm Raza Perez, Chief Product Officer of Ayondo, and I ensure that the products we develop and the services are aligned with the strategy defined. And this strategy always responds to what customers expect and require from us. So today, I would like to share with you a few ideas on the revolution of investing with a focus on customers. In order to understand the future, we need to look and know the past. In the last 15 years, we have developed products and services at a faster pace than ever. In the case of Facebook and Amazon, what they have in common is that they studied emerging trends and prepare for them better than anyone probably. So it is very useful to identify consumer trends for the coming years to understand where investing will evolve. This is a study from McKinsey on consumer trends for 2030. First one is changing the face of the consumer. Middle class spending will triple by 2030. And millennials will be in the late 20s and 30s by then. There's going to be also an evolution on the geopolitical dynamics. And this is important as well for the financial services in general and investing in particular, because we are luxury goods with demand growing faster as countries become richer. So for example, in China, real GDP will exceed US real GDP within 10 years, but also the middle class is growing. Average wages will be 45% of the US wages by 2030. Today, there are only 15 of them. There are going to be also new patterns of consumption. We've heard this before. We want greater convenience, we want personalized products, and we want a better user experience. And lastly, there are going to be technological advantages. 75% of the population will be connected with a mobile device by 2030. And your digital and social profile will be your presentation card. Trust will rely on what your social profile says of you. For those of you who've probably seen the first episode of the last season of Black Mirror, you know what I'm talking about. So how these trends apply today to investing for customers. I would say that in general, there are lots of work to do. Only 30% of financial advisors are actively looking for customers under 40 years old. And millennials are flocking to high-tech brokers, which is, by the way, very good for us, for ayondo. And mobile, I have to say, is not yet a priority for many companies. So, anyway, investing is changing. And why? First of all, competition. Competition changes all. Computers, cars, flights. We have better and cheaper solutions over time. But there is also a lack of trust on traditional banks and advisors after the crisis of 2008. And this has paved the way to new entrants with low cost and sophisticated solutions. There is also a shift in consumer preferences. Consumers want to have empowerment to participate on how their wealth is managed. So, what is new? Digital advice solutions, and I will list 3. Robo-advisors, which offer advisory services for portfolio allocation based on automated analysis. Retail algorithm trading, which are tools for building, testing, and executing trading algorithms with limited technological knowledge and infrastructure, and of course, social trading. I should be playing a video here.
This is ayondo, the modern way to invest.
Oh, tell me more.
To invest, you simply select your chosen experts and their trades are then automatically executed.
So, if they make profits, I make profits too?
Exactly.
Ayondo. That's brilliant.
Follow the leading traders online now. Ayondo.
So what is ayondo about? Ayondo is about becoming a leader in investing. And I think we have the right grounds. We want to reach the masses so they can benefit from these experts. We are also very transparent, as you will see with these top traders rankings and the top traders profile. Again, the term of the digital profile or social profile. And we are creating an experience for the user. But more importantly, we are empowering them so they can take decisions. So we've seen the new digital advice solutions and the banks are not there yet. So has banking a future? This is what the Bible, The Economist, says. The world's most respectable declining industry. But I have to say, they said this in 1963 already. So this is an industry that's been declining for 50 years now. So before I answer the question of if the banks have a future, I would like to take a look at the landscape of the car industry. And obviously, they need to adapt. You've got all these disruptors, Uber, Tesla, Baidu, even Google or Apple, and the incumbents. And we've seen over the time that they are forming JVs, strategic alliances, buying stakes in companies of each other, and so on. So now, going back to the future of banking and offering investing solutions to customers, I have to say that, yes, I do think banks have a future. But they will need to work with fintech companies if they want to keep going for another 50 years. Fintechs are faster, are bolder, and are more agile. And I'm sure we'll see closer relations between the two worlds. And I know there are people here from banks, and this message is for you. If you want to explore forms of collaboration with the best social trading company, please feel free to contact me. So, just to wrap up, any service for retail investors will need to have these 4 key elements to be successful in the future. We'll need to be more transparent so we don't repeat the mistakes from the past. We'll need to have a customer mind focus. We'll need to empower customers, of course, and obviously, we're going to hear this all day. We need to be mobile, and mobile needs to be a first priority. So that's all. Thank you very much.